My name is Ronan.
And my name's Alex. You joined us here at New York, John F. Kennedy, and we're flying over to Pittsburgh with
American Airlines, operated by, I believe, American Eagle, but we'll have a closer look, or it could be Embraer, I'm not sure yet. So,
Airways.
yeah, we'll see what that's like when we get there. TSA pre-check, as always, was efficient, and the little gold wing first class area is quite nice, actually, here. You sort of swish through, but Andy and Jamie have been stuck. So we do hope you have enjoyed the previous videos, and this is the sort of the final part of this part of our travel series, flying over to America. So do come along, and we're heading up to the Chelsea Lounge now, which is for customers who have gold guest list Concorde. Basically it's for first class customers, but you can do it if you've come inbound. So let's go and have a look what it's all like. So just as you pass security, you head down the ramp, and then to the right you have the access to the Chelsea Lounge, or Soho Lounge. And as I said, the Chelsea Lounge is what you could consider one of the more exclusive lounges here at New York JFK. You head up straight up to the lounge floor, where there's also the Soho Lounge, which you can access as a gold card holder. But out of the lift you swing right, and here we are. The lounge has no windows, but it is beautifully appointed. It's a lovely central bar area, so many conversations are going on, and it was lovely to have a glass of Moët. Well, this looks like it has lost all of its fizz, so it must have been sitting there for quite some time before we had any. And here we go. The drinks selection is quite vast, plenty of different cocktails. I didn't actually have many cocktails because from the flight I was absolutely bloated. White wines, reds and beers. The lounge is laid out sort of in quite a usual layout. There's a bar area, you go past sort of a seated down area where you can just have sort of nibbles, or if you wanted just some finger food. You've got on the left here some self-serve drinks, and then to the right there's sort of a dining area where you can have a more of a formal sit-down menu. Looking down at the end of the lounge are the restrooms or lavatories or toilets, dependent on where you're from around the world. And they're nothing amazing. They're certainly better than Heathrow's British Airways First Class toilets, but yep, here they are in all their glory. So we were right down in the other part of the terminal, so it was quite a walk. And as you can see, there's Jamie and Andy there strutting their stuff, heading down to the gate. You head down, there's no tram or anything, it's just you head down a rather long escalator, you then go along a rather long travelator, and then you appear in gates 31 to 47. Obviously, as it's being America, there's adverts absolutely everywhere here. There is an Admiral's Club on this side of the airport, but when you've got access to a better lounge, why would you even bother using an Admiral's Club? I'm not even sure what it's like here. And here we are heading up now to the gates in 31 to 47. And we'll shortly show you what this part of the terminal looks like. Very old, may I say.
So on our way to the gate now, as you can see, areas of the terminal are under refurbishment. From memory, there wasn't really anywhere to grab a snack nearby from this gate we were departing from, although I'm sure there's other areas of the airport you can get some food from if you really wanted to. Today we were on board an Embraer E175, just to give you some information about that. So in terms of seating, there's 12 in domestic first, in a 1-2 configuration, 64 seats in economy in a 2-2 configuration. And there's also some extra legroom seats as well, which you can find in rows 8 to 12. And just to give you an idea of seat width and pitch, domestic first, 20 inches with a 36-inch pitch. The other two areas are 18-inch wide, and then 34 pitch for the extra legroom, and then 30 pitch for your standard economy. In terms of entertainment offering, there was a Wi-Fi service, so you'd connect your phone to it or your laptop. And there's a website you visit, and there's loads of American. There's like it pushes you to an American landing page, and you can watch various films and stuff on there, which is quite a good idea. And in terms of power as well, you can find one USB-A and a universal socket at each seat pair.
Was operated by Republic Airways for American Eagle for American Airlines, so a bit of a tongue twister there. So here we are. Here's row 1A, and there was only one window for this seat, but I think most of the seats do only have one window. And then on the taxi out of JFK, as always, it must have been over a 40-minute taxi before departure. And here we are, just in the air. I thought I'd have a quick, brief look over the safety manual. And there was even a little in-flight entertainment pamphlet and information, just to keep people informed on what was available on the flight. The seat has a nice little sort of cup holder on the left-hand side, but the seat is rather bulky. It's definitely a retro domestic first seat. It does have a tray table. It wasn't much use on this flight apart from for the little snack we got, which we'll show shortly. But it would have been perfectly adequate if I needed to have got my laptop out and done a little bit of work. And it's great that it leans on the other armrest so you don't end up with too much movement of it there. And here we are in the air. And then the toilet was incredibly small. I'm sure everyone knows watching this, the Embraer E175 is rather small. The toilet was perfectly adequate. There was a really weird vent for air right near you as if you were to sit down on the toilet. But after using the toilet, as I said there, you can put your cup there, which was a great little location. If you didn't want to have your full tray table out, although it wasn't too stable. And then we got a Biscoff, although these are a lot larger than the UK sized Biscoffs, so it was nice to have a little nibble on our way over to Pittsburgh. The seatbelt sign did come on rather early on our way into Pittsburgh, and as you can tell from the weather here, the sunset was absolutely stunning, reflecting off some of the layers of cloud here heading down into Pittsburgh. We ended up hitting some cloud rather early on in the flight. The approach over Pittsburgh as well, you're in Pittsburgh, aren't you? But the airport is located, as most times in the US, a little way out of town. I'm going to leave you here with the arrival into Pittsburgh. But yeah, Public Airways, for American Eagle, for American Airlines, absolutely adequate, especially with the 1-2 layout in seating for a short domestic hop. We do hope to have you on our next videos. We've got some great ones coming up soon, so do remember, if you did enjoy this, click the like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time.